broomstick of the Wicked Witch to the west. So we'd like you to keep your promises, if you please, sir.
Go away! And come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, but I want to go home now. Yeah, you've had plenty of time already.
Yeah! Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Now go, before I lose my temper. The great and powerful Odds has spoken.
Who are you?
I'm the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
You're a very bad man.
No, my dear. I'm a very good man. Just a bad wizard.
Then how did you become the wonderful Wizard of Oz?
I never asked for this or planned it in advance. I was merely blown here by the winds of chance. I never saw myself as a Solomon or Socrates. I knew who I was, one of your dime a dozen mediocrities. Then suddenly I'm here, respected, worshipped even, just because the folks in us needed someone to believe in. Does it surprise you I got hooked, and all too soon? What can I say? I got carried away, and that's just by balloon. Wonderful. They called me wonderful. So I said wonderful, if you insist. I will be wonderful. So they said wonderful. Believe me, it's hard to resist, 'cause it feels wonderful. Trust me, it's wonderful. And look who's wonderful. This cornfed head who said it might be king to build a town afraid, and a wonderful road on yellow brick.
So you lied to them.
Well, back where I come from, we believe in all sorts of things that aren't true. We call it history. A man's called a traitor, or a liberator. A rich man's a thief, or philanthropist. Is one a crusader, or ruthless invader? It's all in which label is able to persist. There are precious beauties with moral ambiguities, so we act as though they don't exist. They call me one.
You better be a good enough wizard to send Dorothy back to Kansas.
And what about the heart you promised Tin Man?
And the courage you promised the Cowardly Lion.
And Scarecrow's brave. But you've got them, you've had them all the time.
No, we haven't.
Of course you do. Why, Scarecrow? Anybody can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity. Back where I come from, we have universities where men go to become great thinkers, and they have no more brains than you. But they do have one thing you haven't got. You'll see. Wait. A diploma. A diploma? Gee! Therefore, I confer upon you the honorary degree of THD. THD? Doctor of Theology. The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle are equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, joy! Rapture! I've got a brain! How can I ever thank you enough?
Well, you can't. And as for you, my fine lion friend, you are under the delusion that because you run away from danger, you have no courage. You, my friend, are confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men called heroes. They have no more courage than you. But they do have one thing you haven't got. A medal. Therefore, for conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross.
The Triple Cross.
You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Shucks, folks, I'm speechless.
And as for you, my galvanized tin friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they are made unbreakable.
But I still want one.
Oh, yes. Back where I come from, we have men that do nothing all day but good deeds. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they do have one thing you haven't got. A testimonial.
A testimonial!
Therefore, for great kindness, I present to you a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others.
It ticks!
And for you, a squeaky wiener!
What's that?
A frankfurter. A hot tub.
Hey, what about Dorothy? I don't think there's anything in that bag for me.
Ooh, the only way to get Dorothy back to Kansas is to take her there myself.
But are you a clever enough wizard to manage it?
I am an old Kansas man myself, premier balloonist of the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. And then one day, the balloon failed to return to the fair.
It did?
Suddenly, the wind changed, and the balloon floated down to the heart of this noble city where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, the first wizard deluxe.
Oh,
And in that balloon, you and I will travel back to the land of Vive Pluribus Unum.
did you hear that? He's taking me home.
And here's our balloon now. I hereby decree that Lion, Tin Man, and Scarecrow shall rule in my stead. Obey them as you want me. Release the balloon!
Toto, come back here!
Dorothy, we're taking off!
Toto, come here! Oh, wait, don't go without me! Come back!
Sorry, Dorothy, I can't. I don't know how this thing works.
Now we'll never get home.
Look, here's someone who can help you.
You don't need to be helped any longer, my dear. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
Why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me, and she needed to learn it for herself.
Well then, what have you learned, Dorothy?
Well, I think that it wasn't enough to just want to see Auntie Em again. And if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because